This week, we will be learning about the Cold War. Before we begin, I wanted to give you guys just a basic overview. This video is not a complete, detailed account of what happened during this time. These are just some of the biggest major events that I think will. While there are many countries involved in the Allied powers, the two we will be focused on this week are the US and Russia. The US finished the war by dropping 2 nuclear bombs on Japan. The world had never seen this type of destruction before. When Russia began to develop similar weapons to the US atomic powers, they also began to spread communism across Eastern Europe, and they hoped to spread it across the entire world. This concept scared much of the West, but none more so than the United States. As communism spread to Europe, it also made its way to Central America. The most notable of these communist revolutions in the Central American countries is the one that occurred in Cuba. Fidel Castro became the leader of communist Cuba after a long battle to separate his country from the US. Russian leader Khrushchev noticed this and decided to align himself with Castro. This alliance led to an event that was the closest the world has ever come to nuclear war. President John F. Kennedy was told that Cuba had received nuclear weapons from Russia. JFK's advisors recommended he attack, but his brother, Bobby Kennedy, voted against this. After 6 days of tension, the issue fizzled out. Not long after the Cuban Missile Crisis, the U.S. began their involvement in Vietnam. Northern Vietnam, the Viet Cong, was communist and trying to convert southern Vietnam through violent invasion attempts. The U.S. helped the South in an attempt to stop the spread of communism. After World War II, Russia built a wall through the capital of Germany, Berlin, in order to separate the communist East from the capitalist West. After 40 years, in 1987, the citizens of East and West Berlin came together to tear down this wall. After Gorbachev stepped down from being president of the USSR, Yeltsin became the president and went on to dismantle this Soviet Union, leading to the end of the Cold War in 1991.